Hello, and welcome to another episode of Kill the Small Talk, and I'm your host, Alex Crow. On this podcast, I talk to guests from all walks of the entertainment industry, and we get down to the nuts and bolts. On this episode, I'm talking to my very good friend, Mason LeCompte. She's an actress, comedian, and filmmaker. Here's the episode. Enjoy. What is this? What's going on?
Well, first of all, what's up?
Hi, Mason.
Chicken butt.
Squeeze it. Yes.
My name's Mason LeCompte.
So tell me about yourself, Mason.
Yeah, I'm a comedian, an actress, filmmaker. Yeah, lots of different stuff.
And ex-dominatrix.
Yes, I did used to work in a dungeon, which is I have lots and lots of very crazy, funny stories for that.
I will ask you to tell those stories later on the episode if you're okay with that.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Because I talk about it a
cool.
lot in my comedy.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so Mason, you're from Virginia Beach.
Yes, Virginia. That's the East Coast.
East Coast. East Coast gal. And tell me, where did you start off in production and filmmaking first before you got into stand-up?
Yes.
When you came out to LA?
Yes. And actually, I tell everyone my whole life has been a joke. So I've been doing comedy since I was born. But yes, I worked in production. I used to make funny little videos in high school with my friends, like horror movies and stuff.
Which are on YouTube.
Yes. Well, no, those are... That was after I graduated high school. But in high school,
okay.
The ones that I made in high school are on VHS. I'm aging myself right now.
What's that?
It's before your time. And then when I went to college for film, and after I graduated, I did make some independent films that are on YouTube. I made some vampire shorts. I made a Ouija board one that got 3 million hits, which is pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I used to work in local productions. Mm-hmm. And a lot of those, unfortunately, were for Pat Robertson. I don't know if you know who he is.
Pat Robertson, no.
He's like a Christian evangelist guy that takes people's money.
That dude?
Yeah.
Yes, I have heard of him. That's right. Okay.
Yes.
Wait, what did you do for him?
I would work on some sets, and like everyone would be like in a circle, like praying before we get the shot, and the producer would be like, "We need to stop praying and get this shot done." Like, it was kind of funny.
Were you a PA?
Yes. Well, actually, I also did makeup. I've done lots of things. I was a PA. I did makeup. I've done all kinds of things.
Yeah.
When I moved out to LA, I worked in production. My first job was working on The Apprentice with everybody's favorite man. But he never grabbed me by the pussy. I was like, "What's wrong with me?" You know?
Yeah, but there are women who can say otherwise.
Yeah, but why not mine? I think I have a really pretty pussy.
That's for Kevin to know only.
Can I choke my chicken on here? All right.
Inappropriate. TMI.
Sorry. So I worked on that. I worked on a bunch of different shows. I worked on reality shows. I worked on Celebrity Rehab. A funny story from that.
Tell it, please.
Okay. I don't know if you know of like Crazy Town, Shifty Shell Shock. Come my lady, come my pretty baby, you're my butterfly, sugar baby. So R.I.P. because he is unfortunately passed away, but he was on Celebrity Rehab. So the reason I got the job is the production assistant before me was assigned to go pick up Shifty and bring him to a pre-rehab interview. But in the car on the way there, he was like, pull over here. And you know, this Shifty's like a big guy, and this little PA was like a scrawny little guy. So he was like, oh, okay. So then
I was terrified.
So he pulls over. Shifty gets out, goes up to a crack dealer, gets crack, then punches the crack dealer, takes his money back, runs, jumps in the car, is like, drive! drive. And like this poor kid's like driving him back to the production office. And then when he gets there, the boss was like, the men's bathroom overflowed, so I need you to go in there and clean it up. And he's like, I quit. So that's how I got my job on that show, which I ended up quitting eventually. But I got to meet Dr. Drew, who's foxy as fuck.
That reminds me of that sketch with Dave Chappelle and Wayne Brady. Do you remember that one? Wayne Brady's like playing himself, and Dave Chappelle and him are like homies, and he picks him up, and like they go to like, I don't know, somewhere in South Central and like pick up drugs or like try to pick up hookers, and Wayne Brady's just psychotic. And Dave Chappelle's like, what the hell's going on? Anyways.
Yes. I think I heard that before. Yeah. So worked in a bunch of production. Then I decided to get into acting. So I did a lot of stand-in work. Sorry, go ahead.
Did you study acting at the college you went to?
I did. I studied acting in college, but I also did a lot in high school. I was in a lot of theater in high school. And
what productions did you guys do?
I did. Well, my favorite one was Dark of the Moon. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's like about witches and witchcraft. So
that's right up your alley.
Yes, and I got to design the costumes and the makeup, and I got to play the witch, so the evil witch.
That's dope.
So that was fun. Like I had a staff that had like a deer skull on it, with the eyes would glow red, and we like our drama teacher was next level. She treated everything like it was professional production. She was really good.
My theater teacher. It was the exact same way too.
Yeah, and R.I.P. Unfortunately, she's not with us either. So. Sad. Mrs. Curtis. Yeah, she passed
Looks
away
like
from
the witch
cancer.
spells didn't work.
Right? Actually, I think she might have been a witch. I'm not sure.
Not immortal after all.
But yeah, and then I started doing acting. And LA is hard though, because they're like, if you want an agent, you have to get into SAG. So I got into SAG, and then I was like, all right, can I get an agent? And they're like, actually, we're looking for non-union talent. And it's just like, are you kidding me? It's like
So you went through the whole process of joining SAG only to not get
an agent
work or an agent?
Yeah. So it's like damned if you do, like damned if you don't. Like they'll just tell you anything to get rid of you. Like, oh yeah, like maybe if you're in SAG, you could get an agent. And so I'm like, well, how am I supposed to get into SAG if I can't get an agent and I can't get roles?
Yeah, right.
So then I got a job as a stand-in, and it was pretty cool because Rob Corddry, who is an amazing person and a hilarious creator and actor, I can't say enough nice things about him. He wrote me a part so I could get like a speaking line, and I could get Taft-Hartley, and I got to play Nurse Tanya. Yeah. That show was fun. That was the most fun I've ever had on any show. Everybody was so great. It was a lot of fun. Got to meet so many famous people. I mean, like everybody's on that show.
Which show was that again? That was
Oh, I'm sorry, Children's Hospital.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me about that.
Children's Hospital. It's a comedy show. It's on Adult Swim on Cartoon Network, but it's live action.
Where was that shot at? Was that shot in a studio or?
Unfortunately, it was shot at an abandoned hospital. That was filled with black mold and who knows what else. And I ended up getting some health problems from that
no way.
Have never really gone away. Yeah, like I got a really bad ear infection from whatever I picked up in there.
Yeah.
And my ear has not been the same since then. It's like,
oh no.
So it sucks. And I unfortunately ended up having to quit that job, but I got to the point where I couldn't breathe anymore. And I was trying to wear masks and stuff, but that just gets irritating after a while. It's long hours. And it's just, I feel like no other business in America would make you work in those conditions other than acting.
Well,
but we're supposed to be superhuman or something. Yeah. People in the film industry don't get sick. Black mold doesn't affect them. they can't get flesh-eating bacteria.
Yeah, we don't get sick.
But yeah, that place was creepy as fuck too.
I bet.
Yeah, it was definitely haunted too.
I do. No, go ahead.
Well, like one time Lake Bell and I think it was Rob Hubel were walking around and they heard children in the children's wing playing and talking, and they thought there were kids on set that day, but there were no kids on set that day. So it was ghost children.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that cool? And then
hold for sound.
Yeah, and the other crew members like dared me to go down to the morgue and get in one of those things that you pull out.
You went
that
inside?
put the bodies on the slab. Yeah. So they lifted me up and they put me on the slab and then they closed it. And I was like, someone's in here with me. And they all laughed.
You're like, no, I'm serious.
But yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It was really scary down there.
And for my listeners, what they don't know about you is that you had this character that you sort of played, Vampira.
Oh yes, no, Vamp.
Vamp.
Yeah, Vamp. I had this whole like vampire character that I played for a while, and those are all on YouTube, the Vamp series that you can watch.
Uh-huh.
And I was really big on MySpace. I don't know if you remember that.
I do. I had one.
Unfortunately, some people really thought I was a vampire. That's when it got too far. Like somebody messaged me and they're like, please help me. I'm dying. Can you like make me into a vampire too? And I'm like, oh, oops. I was like, okay, sure. Yeah. I'll be coming through your window one night. Like, oh, I don't know what to do. Like maybe I took it a little too far.
Was that the weirdest request you like got?
Most people wanted me to bite them. A lot of people wanted me to bite them. And then when I eventually did get a job at the dungeon as a dominatrix, I used to do vampire sessions where guys would pay me to bite them in the neck. But the funny thing is I'm wearing these fake fangs that would come off. And I bit this one guy and then I pulled away and the fang was still stuck on his neck. And I was just like, oh, let me just grab that real quick. Oops. He loved it though. He had no idea.
Punctured his jugular.
Yeah, we can talk about that. So like,
yes, talk about that.
Acting doesn't pay a lot of money. I'm sure you've figured that out. So I needed a side hustle, and I found an ad for like a dungeon that was hiring. And
this is in West Hollywood?
No, the dungeon was in a warehouse near the airport. LAX.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I answered the ad and I drove there and I got there and the guy interviewed me and the guy who owned the dungeon, he's just like, you're hired. And then like this dude walks in who looks like Santa Claus and he's like, I'll see her. So like, he's like, there you go, your first client. So, so I got paid to sit across Santa's lap and get spanked. So I was like, this isn't terrible. It hurt. The first time you get spanked, it really hurts. But after a while, your butt like gets a callus. My butt has a callus, so it doesn't like get bruised as much anymore.
Because of Santa Claus?
Well, and a lot of other people too. It wasn't just him. But yeah, the first day I was there, they gave me like a tour of the dungeon and they took me in the toy room and, they have all these like whips and paddles and stuff all over the walls. And I look in the corner and the one thing that catches my eye is a freaking garden weasel. I don't know if you've seen those before. So it's like this garden tool that has spikes on it, like metal really sharp spikes on it.
Yeah, and it's like a long. It's like looks like a rake.
Rotors that go around. Then you use it to like break up the earth. It's like on a handle and use it to break up the earth, but it has sharp
weird metal
spikes. And my eyes got like so huge. I was like, what? And the girl saw me looking at it. And she's like, oh no, don't worry, they won't use that on you. She's like, they will maybe want you to use it on them. But no one ever wanted me to use the garden weasel on them, which was a little disappointing. But I also am not surprised because that looked really dangerous.
What was you said one of the clients was a cop.
Oh yeah. So this guy came in and I got paid to beat up an LAPD officer.
Hell yeah.
And I made an LAPD officer lick my boot, and I'm always like, how many people could say that, That's a kind of police brutality I can get behind. And
This
you know what? He
aggression
was kind
will
of
stand.
cute too. He was kind of cute, and I was a little nervous though because like I just knew he was a cop from the beginning, and then afterwards I
Was
asked
he
him.
in
I was
uniform?
like, no, but I just got this feeling, and then apparently like the LAPD officers all get the same like tattoo or something, or
Oh yeah.
and he ended up like I saw that, and then like afterwards I was like, "Are you a cop?" And he's like, "Yeah, but don't worry, like I won't bust you or anything like that." I mean, honestly, nothing I did was illegal. Like
Yeah.
there was no penetration or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No full nudity. I just slapped him around.
Yeah, it's just like
beat him up, made him lick my boots. Yeah.
Wait, didn't he ask you for something? You were like, but you didn't like do it, and he was like mad. What was
I think you're thinking of something else.
Was it the Hershey? The Hershey. It was like chocolate.
Oh no. Oh no. That was that's a weird request I got from several guys, and they wanted me to poop in their mouth, and I was like, why can't you just drink my pee like a regular person? But no, that wasn't the cop. But when he was licking my boot, because I had like these fake leather boots, so sometimes they kind of fall apart. So he had like flecks of like fake leather vinyl on his tongue. I'm just like, okay, I hope that's not too toxic. Yeah, but another guy was like a German guy that came in, and he was so gross, and he wanted to spank me, and I was like, look, dude, if you want to spank me, you have to put hand sanitizer on. So I squeezed some hand sanitizer into his hand, and his English was about as good as his hygiene, so he thought it was lube. And then he starts jacking off with it. And then he's like, "Oh, it burns. And I was like, I'll be right back. And I ran out in the hallway, and I like laughed uncontrollably hard for a while. I mean, he was a dick. I eventually came back with some wet towels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't speak English that well.
Yeah,
he was so gross. He
yeah.
smelled so bad. Ugh, it's nasty. No, but my favorite thing to do was role play. And I had this one client come in, and he said he wanted to do a Marilyn Monroe JFK role play. And so I was excited, I was like, oh, okay, I get to play Marilyn Monroe. This will be sexy. What girl doesn't like that? So I walk into the room. He's dressed like Marilyn Monroe. Full dress and everything. So then he's saying happy birthday.
And the mole.
He's saying happy birthday to me, and I got assassinated by the CIA. JFK. I got to be JFK. That was weird.
Okay. So you were doing dungeon dominatrix work, all while trying to be an actor.
I was doing them both at the same time.
You're doing both at the same time.
I was doing stand-in work and pursuing acting, but making most of my money for rent and stuff at the dungeon. That's where the real money was.
Yeah.
There's like a picture of me. That's not the one you're keeping, right? Of my butt up there.
What?
In the top right corner, there's like a picture of my. No, okay, never mind. I can see a picture, and it's like me walking away from the camera. Oh, I guess that's just when we started. I don't know. Oh, you can't see what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't see it.
Oh, okay, yeah. I sent a headshot. Sorry, you can cut this part out.
That's what we're gonna use.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I mean, not that my butt looks bad, but
you got a big future behind you.
But yeah, I was doing the acting. That was fun. Doing the dungeon stuff on the weekend.
And then you got into stand-up.
Yes. Then what happened was, it's the hard thing about making films or acting really is that, first of all, with acting, you have to even get an audition, which is so hard to do in the first place, unless you're famous, and then you have to book the part and all that. And if you're going to make a film, you have to get a bunch of people together, and then you rely on other people. So I thought, you know what, with stand-up, I can just go out and do it.
Yeah, because all you got to do is just rely on yourself.
Exactly. I don't have to rely on anyone else. So I found an open mic, and the first open mic I went to was run by the great Sally Mullins.
Sally Mullins?
Yes, that was her mic. And it was in the back room of the Pig and Whistle, which I don't even think is there anymore. That was a really cool place.
It's a cantina now. Yeah, I used to go to Pig and Whistle after acting school. We would go there, have a drink, eat, and like study our lines.
I love that place. It has so much history.
Morrissey used to play back there because I think they used to have like a stage on like the second floor. Yeah, and they would have musicians
that's where the mic was. Yeah, we'd go on stage.
Yeah, Morrissey used to play on that stage.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I've been on the same stage as Morrissey.
Oh, yeah.
But I went up there for the first time, and it was funny. The other comedians came up to me, and they said, you know what? I normally would talk someone out of pursuing this because it's horrible, but I actually think you're good, and you should probably pursue it. And I was like, wow, thank you. And then the bartender was like, good job. Yep, you were brave, and he gave me a free shot. So that was cool.
What were you joking about first? Do you remember your first
dating
jokes?
in LA? A lot of my jokes are about dating in LA, you know?
Yeah.
But I have these ones that are like, you know, I was like, I can't believe these guys are always saying this annoying stuff like, hey, babe, you up? And put down the knife, please don't kill me. And they're such pussies compared to us women. Make the hugest deals out of the littlest things, like waking up in my bathtub with their kidney missing, stuff like that, you know. And I'm like, being a single woman sometimes feels like being a windshield in a dick storm, you know. Sometimes there's a dick downpour. Other times there's just like a little dick drizzle. But, you know, I feel like a dick goalie. Like, I'm just trying to keep them out, but then every now and then one gets through. Stuff like that, you know, just based on real life.
Yeah.
But at first I did not go into the Dom stuff because I was like, I'm not sure I'm ready to out myself yet. Plus, like, I had to find a way to make it funny and relatable to other people who hadn't done it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it would be funny to other people that I work with, but, you know, it's hard to relate to. I don't know.
Yeah.
But one of the things I say is, like, most people, when they think of it, they think like, oh, sexy, like 50 Shades of Grey, you know? And I'm just like, one of my regulars just wanted me to, well, first of all, he liked to get on all fours and pretend like he was a dog so he could sniff my butt while I farted in his face.
Oh my God.
And then, yeah. And then I had another regular who wanted me to force him to eat dog shit.
And
real
that's
dog
the one
shit.
you gave.
Oh, yeah. So I made fake dog shit. So I took Tootsie Roll and I made it into fake dog shit. And then I think I put like ketchup on it or something. I don't know, something to make it taste bad. And then he's like, mistress, this isn't real dog shit. And I was like, oh my God, this guy is a dog shit connoisseur. Yeah.
That's gross.
And you know what he did for a living?
Huh. Teacher.
Elementary school teacher.
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah. But I say, like, it's a good thing he didn't teach dog obedience classes. Because can you imagine that? Like, the dog has an accident. He's like, you going to eat that? He's just grabbing the back of his head, just rubbing his own face in it and stuff.
So would he be classified as a furry?
No. Doggy, first of all, I think to be a furry, you have to wear like the mascot costume or some kind of furry outfit.
Okay.
Doggy Bob liked to pretend that he was a dog.
Doggy Bob?
Oh shit, I just outed him. Let's hope that's not his real name, but anyway.
You said doggy dog.
He, I would say that's more like puppy play, closer to puppy play than furry. Furry's I never had a furry, which is unfortunate because that would make a funny story.
That would make a great story.
I did for a brief moment try Hollywood Boulevard. Did you do that? You did that, right? Where you dress up and go down there?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I'd make some money.
I dressed up in a vampire outfit to go down there to take pictures with tourists. And speaking of furries, there was a guy in a giant Snoopy costume. Mm-hmm. And he comes up to me and I can't see his face or anything. All I see is like this black mouth of Snoopy, and I hear this voice coming out of it, and he just goes, "Don't trust the others." I was like, okay. Like Superman seems like he's kind of nice. Don't trust the others. And then I met Superman, and he took his job very seriously. R.I.P. He also unfortunately passed away.
And Jesus Christ died too.
I know. I loved him so much. I was friends with Hollywood Jesus and Superman. Superman, unfortunately, he broke his neck trying to steal clothes out of one of those donation bins. Isn't that horrible? It's a horrible way to go.
Superman is a thief?
Well, I think he may have had a meth addiction. You know, that's why he was out there. Most of those people are homeless. But his teeth were completely ruined. So he would buy like plastic teeth from the toys, like the
from the Hollywood
costume and toys. Yep. And then he would glue them on there with industrial epoxy. And I said, I don't
that's not good.
think you're supposed to put that in your mouth.
No.
And he's like, oh, no, it works great. Anyway, R.I.P. He was very sweet. I'm sorry you didn't get to meet him. I wish you'd gotten to meet him. Who did you meet while you were there? Did you meet any characters?
Yeah, I met the two Zorros. I met, I think, the Mickey Mouse. I met, because when I was doing it, it was around Christmas time.
Nice. Because
I was the Grinch.
Perfect. Yeah.
So I would go like November, December, and I'd do like a few nights a week, and I'd make some extra bucks. But most people were cool. There were some weirdos.
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow guy, I follow him on Instagram. He's great. He's cool. Really nice, really friendly. The guy who played the Joker, his Joker was freaking awesome. He looked
cool.
like Heath Ledger's Joker, like to the T.
Oh wow.
He was really cool. And then so like one night I was like doing the Grinch, and there was this group of people that were like dressed as like Christmas like characters, and one of them was the Grinch, and they had asked me, they were like, "Oh, you should." Oh, maybe no. Sorry, it was a different group of people that were totally different characters, but they really liked my outfit. They're like, "Damn, like you go all the way. Like you don't just wear like a mask. You do makeup."
Alex goes all the way.
Like, I go all the way. Yes, I go all the way. So and they were like, "You should like join our like team, and we'll like split money." And I was like, "Why would I want to do that? Why I can just make most of the money on my own?"
Yeah. Why?
So why? Like, no.
You're like, why would I choose communism over capitalism?
I was a capitalist in that moment. Yeah, Grinch is definitely a capitalist. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. But it was fun. It was a good way to make some extra cash. And
yeah, I didn't make
at
much.
the time I had worked. On the boulevard, so I would like change in like the restroom at my job, and then like clock out, and then just go.
I've been there.
Walk around.
It's a very nice restroom.
It's a fancy restroom.
It is. I took some selfies.
You and Kevin came in once, no?
Yeah. Yeah,
that's right.
It's
that's right. That's when you guys took the Titanic photo that you have on your fridge or somewhere. I remember I got you guys in for free. Yeah, I got you guys tickets. It was the Museum of
I'm talking about your
Illusions.
job now.
No. I mean, yes, I do work. This is when I was working literally on Hollywood Boulevard, and I was working at that Museum of Illusions job.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about that job. No. I think that must have been Kevin's other girlfriend, because I've never been there.
No, I got you guys in. You guys have a
no, that's
photo
from
shoot or a keychain from the Titanic, or like there was another photo that you guys took.
I think that was like a parallel universe or something, because that definitely didn't happen.
I swear that was you, Mason. I swear that was you.
It could have been my doppelganger.
It was not Vamp, it was Vampita.
You know what? That must have been Kevin's ex-girlfriend. But that's okay. I'll forgive you for that.
I don't remember her. I've only known him to have you as a girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Then
so I'm pretty sure it was you.
You're thinking of other friends.
Maybe you were drunk or high.
This is the most interesting part of this whole podcast. No, I was trying to remember.
That.
I would remember that. No, our Titanic picture, which is really funny, is he's standing in front of me like Rose, and I'm behind him like Jack. That was from Vegas.
Right.
We did that in Vegas. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about when you and I first met. We met at the Haha. We met at the Haha Comedy Club.
Yes.
And I was outside of the club taking pictures of Kevin. was like posting it on Instagram, and then that's when you walked in. And do you want to say it?
Well, you went to shake my hands, and it's not you. It's not personal at all. But I
know
prefer doing a fist bump because, I'm worried that people might go number 2 and then just not wash their hands that well. So I was like, can we fist bump? I don't know you that well. I don't know if you wash your hands that well after you take dumps. So that was your first impression of me.
That was my first impression. You were like,
I was like, I'm not
hands.
Trying to get some E. coli on my fingers.
Which, fair, but everyone, like, at work, they make fun of me because I constantly wash my hands.
I know, and
if
it
I have
turns
the
out
slightest dirt, yeah,
your hands are safe. Kevin's not so much. Like I swear to God, he puts the soap on his hands, rubs them together, and then turns off the water without rinsing it off. Like, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, I'm like, it's not hand sanitizer. You got to rinse it off. He's gonna kill me when he listens to this.
Hey. Yes, you snorted. I got you to snort. I was hoping for that. Yeah, and then we would do, and then you guys had your mic. You guys had the mic at the Roost.
Did you hear the latest?
No,
the last one also got canceled.
Oh, the what is it? The jacuzzi show?
No, that one got canceled.
There was another one after that?
Yeah, it was called Baseless Confidence, and that one got canceled. I don't know the details, but that one's canceled too. But yeah, the owner is very, let's just say she's difficult to work with. But the mic was great. The mic was wonderful.
Yeah, that was so fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was a stand-up comedy mic. We tried to make it a really like supportive environment and cool, and I miss it. It was a lot of responsibility though. We had to do it every single week. Being there every single week for the entire time. So that's like 2 to 3 hours at least, every single week. And kind of running it, and it was a lot. And then I was only getting paid in White Claws, which are nasty. I'm like, at least pay me in Trolleys. I don't know. This was not sponsored by either one.
So we could talk shit all we want.
But hey, if an alcohol company wants to sponsor them, hit them up.
Yeah, so you guys were running the mic. Did you ever because I know that was Kevin and Robbie that were hosting it.
Yeah.
Did you ever fill in hosting?
Unfortunately, I never got to fill in for hosting. I offered to, but Kevin,
I think
he liked having the control, because he would complain like, Robbie's not there if to host the whole time. I'm like, you want me to do it? Somebody's like, no, I got it. But I got to host your show.
You did. I was just going to say that. Yeah, you hosted it multiple times. You were even featured on an article on the Downey Patriot, which is the local newspaper in Downey. And it had your headshot on the front cover, and that's right. Yeah, you hosted it like at least 2 or 3 times. Yeah,
and actually got paid too. That was exciting.
And you got paid. Yeah. What was that like for you?
The time when you had 30 comics, it was very nerve-wracking because there were so many. And I had to keep the energy up and keep it going.
That was the first show I had booked. And that was in my dad's backyard, and I didn't realize this was book that many.
No, I didn't host the one in your dad's backyard.
Oh, that was Jalen.
It was
which one did you host?
It was one at the gallery. I think maybe it may have been was it the first one at the gallery?
It must have been because it must have been in the beginning because not long after that I learned that you're not.
It was like an endurance contest too because it just went on for so long, and it was cold in there. At least
they don't want the art to melt.
People left after 3 hours, I think. But no, I thought you were doing great. Like, you are great at getting people out. You're great at like finding comics. You're really great at getting the word out, promoting shows and stuff like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
The only part is me being funny.
Well, you are funny. I think you're funny. You make me laugh all the time.
Thank you. Ditto. Yeah, I
Thank
love I love coming over and hanging out with you guys, and our normal once a week kind of hangouts and watching movies and pulling each other's
Penises.
it's penises and vaginas. It's such a great time to hang out with y'all.
No, we love having you. You're like my son.
That's right. Yeah, I call you and Kevin my parents.
Yeah.
What was it
So proud
like
of you.
when Kevin first asked you out?
It was shocking, honestly, because people in LA don't ask you to go study. They're just like, "Hey, babe, I don't believe in labels."
Yeah, WYD
When he was like,
question mark.
when he was like, "Do you want to be my like monogamous girlfriend?" I was just like, "What? What did you just say?" Like, no one's ever said that to me before. They're just like, "Babe, I just can't be tied down, babe." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People in LA are like allergic to commitment. So that really got me. I was like, wow. But I mean, before that, like, okay, so first of all, he knew I was the one when he saw my ass on Instagram and he started messaging me.
Is that what he says? Are you looking at him?
Yeah. So he started messaging me. And at first I was really mean because, I had had my heart broken so many times. I was just kind of over it. I didn't want to date anybody,
You had to guard up.
So, and he was about to give up, but then he offered to buy me In-N-Out. So that really I was like, aw, like that really kind of just like made my heart grow warm towards him. Like that was another thing. No one had ever offered to like bring me food or something. They usually just want to bring their dick over.
Yeah, bring a different kind of meat.
So I was like, oh, okay. I'm going to hang out with this guy, but I was like, I'm just going to be friends with him.
Mhm.
So the first couple of times we hung out, like he did not try anything.
Yeah.
So I'm used to guys in the first 5 minutes trying to force their tongue down my throat. So he didn't even try to kiss me, let alone, go all the way.
Yeah.
So like after the first date, he kissed me on my hand and I was just like,
Aw.
oh, I just like melted. Right. And then like third date, he kissed me on the cheek. And then fourth date, we fucked. No, something like that.
Did you do the whole my lady?
Something like that. Yeah, it was very charming and very romantic. And I was just like, aw.
That's cute. And it's been
4 years. 4 years.
4? Holy shit.
Yeah, we're gonna
Time
actually
has
go
just
out tonight
flown.
to a nice dinner to celebrate the 4 years.
Is it today?
Well, it was the end of August, but he was busy working, so we're just gonna do it tonight. Yeah.
Can I go? I'm just kidding.
No.
But I will be seeing you guys too.
You want to come over after?
I will be seeing you guys tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're going to Horror Nights.
Yes.
Not to be confused
Horror
with
Nights.
Horror Nights, which is where Mason used to work as a dominatrix.
No, it's Horror Nights because Alex is there and he's a whore.
I'm a horrific whore.
Yeah, the Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. I'm very excited. We're going to go on the Terror Tram.
Yeah.
I think it's Insidious this year. I don't know. And there's going to be
what are the do you know what are the new attractions? Or like new mazes?
There's what is it?
Megan?
Terrifier,
that's right.
Terrifier maze. And there's going to be a Terrifier. Our goal is to get a picture with the Terrifier Art the Clown. That's our goal
Art
for
the
the
Clown,
night.
Okay.
And I guess the Terror Tram is Insidious. They probably still get to walk through this set from Nope.
Yeah. Right. Or the World at what is it? The World of Wars or
yes.
Oh my God,
What is
Warcraft.
that one?
No, the
War of the
Worlds. War of the Worlds. The
War of the Worlds
set with
set
the crashed plane.
Crashed planes, and then the Bates Motel and the Norman Bates and all that. That's fun.
Yeah,
that's really fun. It's
it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
Speaking of horror, you're also working on the project on Paranot Normal, which is our Ghost Adventures parody.
Yes, and we're all going to star in it. Our goal today is to get the GoFundMe up and running. But I'm very excited about that. It's gonna be really funny, and it'll be perfect for anybody who's a fan of Ghost Adventures, which is my favorite show.
Yeah,
I think it's yours too.
It's one of my favorites. My dad used to show it to us when we were kids. Especially like
that
anytime we like traveled.
So old.
Oh no, come on, you're not that much older than me. And so yeah, he would show it to us as kids, and especially when we would travel and like stay at like hotels and stuff, we'd watch it late at night. And
wasn't that kind of scary? Would that backfire?
Not for me, because I was staying in the room with my dad and my sister, so I felt safe and knew I'd be protected in case a ghost came in.
I feel so bad for my poor mom. Like, I've always been a huge fan of horror films, but when I was a little kid, I would beg her and I'd be like, please, 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 I want to go see Poltergeist. And she's like, well, I'm worried you're going to get scared and have nightmares. I'm like, I won't. That night, I can't sleep. I'm scared. Like, that kept happening over and over again.
Yeah.
And Gremlins, I don't know why, but Gremlins scared the poop out of me when I saw that in the theater. Like, I kept thinking they were going to show up. And then it didn't help that I had a Gizmo doll, and my brother thought it was funny to hold it over the bathtub while I was in it and like threatened to drop it in. I screamed, no! And he's like, ooh, to drop in Gizmo. Lots of trauma.
Where did your love for comedy and like filmmaking come from? Was it just like kind of around the house? Like, was your mom into movies and she got you into it, or?
My mom was an actress too. Like, she did community theater.
Uh-huh.
And I got my dad into acting. He took acting classes with me, and he ended up being and both of us ended up doing some local television. There's a show called The New Detectives, and it was like a true crime show. So we would be in these dramatic reenactments. I got to play a corpse. That was kind of cool. I had to hold my breath. That's hard. It's actually hard to be a corpse.
It is tough, yeah.
To hold your breath for the whole take. But my dad got to be in one. It was fun. I played this girl that gets murdered because but it's based on a true story. How dumb is this? She traded a loaded gun for a bag of cocaine. Like, at that point, you're just asking for it.
Oh my God. And you guys played
the
those
reenactment.
Characters. You guys reenactment.
Yeah,
okay.
I played the stupid lady. I played the idiot that got shot. And then she gets shot. Like, what a dum-dum.
All for a bag of cocaine.
Yeah, like, if you're gonna trade a gun for a bag of cocaine, everyone listening, take the bullets out, okay?
Oh my gosh, yeah, because then you get killed.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna ask you, do you have any horror stories you could share when it comes to stand up and like the open mic community?
Yeah, here's a funny one. We got double booked in the same room with a funeral. So we show up to do a comedy show. I think it was dive bar comedy. And we walk in, and all these people are like crying. And they're looking at us like, oh, isn't it awful? And it was like this tragic death of this like young, handsome man who like died in some freak accident on a cruise ship. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so it was really horrible. And everyone's in there crying and sharing stories about him. And then Johanna comes up to me and she's like, do you want to go up first? And I'm like, I really don't think these people want to hear my pussy and ass jokes right now. So it was perfect. So Scott, was it Blueguard? How do you say his last name? Blueguard. He plays the guitar.
Is he the guitar? Yeah. Yeah, he's a guitarist.
So he went first, and it was perfect because the minute he started playing the guitar, everyone just all the people from the funeral left. But the crazy thing was, because there was a funeral going on, they had an open bar, so Kevin and I both got free drinks.
I can't believe they still went on with the show. Did you guys kill?
Every joke we told was about the funeral. Oh God, I wish I could remember some of them. Oh yeah, there was like a TV. There was a TV in the room that had a fireplace on it, and someone's like, "Is that like a live view of the crematorium?" Like just awful jokes. Like I can't remember them off the top of my head, but there were some funny ones. Yeah,
Mason, there was that booker that you mean Kevin Ol knew, and I think I've talked about this, on the show before. And just like in my experience, like when I was doing stand up off and on for like 5 years, you would come across really great promoters and really horrible promoters. And I'd like to think that I was a pretty good promoter because of all the things that I learned, what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
In my experience, doing stand up.
I think you should still do it. I think you should still put shows together. Just don't spend a bunch on porta potties and merch.
That was I didn't spend any money on the porta potty. That was my dad and his wife's idea for the first show in the backyard, because they didn't want anyone using the restroom
us
inside.
Heathens, us animals.
Yes, us heathens. Because there was a lot of people booked on the show, and there's a lot of people at the show too. They were like, we don't want anyone using the restroom. So that was very nice of them to get a porta potty for the show.
Your dad's so supportive. That's great.
My dad is one of the most supportive people.
It's awesome
in my life when it comes to like doing what I want to do. Did you ever have someone like that in your life?
Not really.
Probably Kevin right now.
Yeah, Kevin is. No, Kevin. Yeah, exactly. Like, I wouldn't say my parents were that support. I mean, they were cool with me doing the stuff I was doing, but like, and my dad took acting classes with me, but I think that's because he enjoyed the spotlight,
Was he a Leo?
But yeah, no, Kevin is super supportive and sweet. He's really awesome. And yeah. My boyfriend.
my father.
My husband.
Do you have any shows coming up soon?
I do. I have one on the 24th at the Good Night at 7:00 p.m.
Oh yeah, is that North Hollywood?
Yes.
Right.
So that's going to be a storytelling show. So I'm probably going to talk a lot about getting started in LA, and I'm probably going to talk about Hollywood what do you call that? Hustling tourists for tips on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah. Yeah. That's are those the kinds of shows where like they throw out like ideas to you and you would just like riff on, like kind of like the one we went to a couple weeks ago in Pasadena? Right?
No, they're not going to do that, but yeah, that was actually fun. I enjoyed that. That was Ben's open mic, the riff mic or whatever. Yeah. Diet comedy.
Yeah. Diet comedy.
Yeah, if you want to check out his stuff. That was fun, yeah. I enjoyed that. It was my first time doing that, actually. Well, not really, because I did Think Tank, and they don't throw out ideas, but you pick them out of a bucket.
Is that the one in Long Beach?
That's all over. That was all over the place. Think Tank? That was all over the place. No, that's not hers. Hers is. Am I mixing them up? Maybe Fudge Factor. You're right. I'm mixing them up. Fudge Factor
is Keith. Yeah, that's Keith's show.
Yes, Keith. I'm sorry. I have
Which Kevin
dyslexia
won one time, didn't he?
Else.
Didn't Kevin win?
He won. Yes, and he got a tote bag as a prize. So that was very impressive. We trained for that, like a boxer. I would like just throw out random topics to him. We were training, and the problem was I did the Fudge Factor, and and honestly, I'm the only one to blame for this, but first of all, I went last. And, the energy was gone. My energy was gone. But I also was sitting there drinking the whole time. So I wasn't as quick, you know? So that I feel like going first or one of the first people is probably better when it comes to that. So, and this other guy like killed it and everyone knew he was going to win. So, yeah, I fudged the fudge factor.
Who were some of your favorite comics growing up? Like, or when you started stand up comedy, who did you listen to? Who did you look up to?
My absolute favorite is Louis C.K. I don't know, he's so funny. He makes me cry. Right?
Me too.
We saw his live taping of a special.
Yeah,
which was awesome.
at the Dolby.
Yes.
Hollywood. His that whole thing is it was recorded live and it's on Apple Music. I downloaded it. I was trying to see if I could hear your laugh.
And I know I don't think you can hear us though.
Or your snort.
Yeah. There were a lot of people there. But I love George Carlin. I used to listen to him a lot growing up. There were some fun ones like, as a little kid, Gallagher was fun, like, cause he makes a mess. Yeah. I've seen some fun. I saw Eliza. How do you say your last name? Schlesinger?
Liza Schlinger?
Schlinger? However you say your last name, Eliza. I saw her at the Comedy Store before she even got famous. I thought she was really good. Now she's pretty famous.
She's great.
Cool.
She roasted me at the Improv. I was wearing like a jean jacket. Yeah, I was sitting near the front. I was wearing like a jean jacket. I forget what the joke was exactly, but it was like something about like the jean jacket and how like I looked very like 90s.
That's awesome.
Something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Very cool.
Yeah. And then Bobby Lee roasted me once, but I roasted him back. I was hanging out with Jason Collins after his show at the Comedy Store. We were, hanging out in the patio having drinks, and I'm talking to Jason, and then Bobby Lee knows, him and Jason know each other, so he went up to him, and they were like, cracking jokes, and Bobby Lee sees me, and he looks down at my fingers, and he goes, "Your fingers are shaped like chicken tenders." I was like, "Dude, you are a walking chicken tender." And that got him to laugh. He was like, "Oh, that was good," and he high-fived me. He's like, "That was good. That was good."
You're good. You're too hard on yourself, Alex.
I'm
way too hard on yourself.
I'm way too hard on myself.
Yeah, I've bombed so many times. Like I used to do Anye shows. Sorry, Anye. I don't think you're gonna listen to this, but and back in the day, like I remember one time I was up on stage and literally the only person in the room, because they had a bunch of vendors out back and people were out back. The only person in the room when I went up was the bartender. That's it. So I had to do my whole set.
And you bombed in front of him?
How are you supposed to not bomb when there's like one person in the room and they're like busy doing work? They're not even paying attention. So that was kind of funny. The hardest I ever bombed was during lockdowns. So I was doing a Zoom show and I got too tipsy beforehand. So I was kind of like bombing and like then I didn't know I'd never used Zoom before, so I didn't know how it worked.
Yeah.
So I assumed that whatever I saw on the computer is what everybody else saw and just that person. I didn't realize they could see all of us. So I flashed the camera thinking just the host would see me, like, as funny, and that everybody goes, I hear this guy go, "I see them titties!" So, like, I think there was, like, hundreds of people watching, and they all saw my boobs.
One of your old clients was there. "Hey, I recognize this."
Right? Yeah.
It was the cop. Yeah, I think I had the set I was doing pretty normally, and like it did great. Like I remember I did this like it was like it was a show in K-Town, did great, killed, and then I used that set like maybe a day or two after that, and the jokes were going in, It was just flying over people's heads. People were just not getting them because I was joking a lot about like anthropology and like history, and like ethnicity and nationality, and because I like to talk about that, and yeah, you could tell people were like, huh, like confused, and I let that get to me, and it just
you can't let it get to you.
Yeah, I did. I totally did.
I did this one show. Oh, sorry. Are you?
No. Yeah, that was it.
I did this one show, and it was a 420 friendly, weed smoking show / car show. Okay, so I thought this is gonna be a rowdy crowd, right? Car show, weed, 420 friendly. Yeah. So I picked my rowdy jokes to do. I did the dominatrix one. Everyone just sat there looking at me with complete disgust. Just no one. Well, Boo was there, but he was the only one laughing. No one else laughed. It was dead silence. They were just glaring at me or just going like shock and horror just going.
Yeah.
There's a guy in the front row just shaking his head, just like, and so I was like, afterwards, I'm so sorry. I feel like I was telling everyone, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to traumatize everybody. Like I should have just told my more like PG, like family friendly jokes, which is weird because it's like at a pop party with cars or whatever. Yeah. But then one guy comes up to me and he's like, actually, you were really funny. And he goes, I have a story for you. And normally when people are like, put it in your little skits and they have an idea for a joke, it's not funny. But this guy's was funny. And I used it because he's like, I have this friend. And he was with this girl, and she wanted him to use anal beads on her. Mm-hmm. And he didn't know what he was doing. So when it came time to pull them out, he was just like, fuck it, and grabs them and rips them out like he's pulling the cord on a lawnmower, like a pull start lawnmower, and really hurt her. She like called the cops and pressed charges. And I was like, can you imagine you're sitting in jail and people are like, what did you do? And you're like, I'm in here. You're like, what are you in here for? You're like, anal beads.
I pulled them out too fast.
So I was like, that is a funny one. I'm going to use that. Yeah. But usually they're not funny. Like, I don't know. I had this one friend from high school. Hope he's not listening. And he was just like, what you should talk about is like a porn addiction and a computer search history. And I was just like, first of all, I'm pretty sure that's been done. It's not very funny. Like, yeah. Okay, thanks. I'll use that. Or even best, like at a wedding, like Kevin's aunt's like, I have an idea for a joke you have to do. I have this one goldfish and it's so horny. It's always trying to mate with the other fish. You should act it out. Like he goes, like, what is he supposed to do? How is he supposed to act like a horny fish? For my next impression, I will be a horny goldfish.
Yeah, that was one. That's something that that's kind of a pet peeve of when people go, "Oh, I thought of something funny." You could put it in your little skits.
Exactly.
First of all, they are not skits. They are jokes. There's a difference.
Yeah.
But
very big difference.
Big difference. Mason, do you have any upcoming shows?
Oh, I just told
you have one on the
just
on
the good night one on the 24th
good night.
For now. Yeah.
Okay.
And you gotta check my stuff out on Instagram.
Where can we find you?
At Mason LeCompte, MasonLeCompte. Also on YouTube and Facebook. So, and Pornhub. No, I'm just kidding. No Pornhub.
No, for that they look up Vamp. Right. At VAMP.
Yeah. Vampire porn. No, I didn't make any of that. No, but you can watch the Vamp shorts on YouTube as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to be uploading more things on YouTube. I have a lot of videos about a rubber chicken that I used to be married to, or engaged to.
The one behind you?
That's a different rubber chicken, but this is our love child from my ex, Roberto, the rubber chicken. He has his own Facebook.
Rubber toe.
Roberto Rub Her Chicken. Rub. Her chicken.
All right, Mason. Well, it's been a blast having you. I love you.
Love you too.
And I will see you tomorrow.
Yay. All right. Thanks for having me on. Mwah.
Of course. Bye.
Ciao.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe so you'll get notifications when new episodes drop. Thanks to my guest, Mason LeCompte. Music by Mark Fabian, produced and engineered by Robert Altschiller, recorded at Command Recording Studios. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Kill the Small Talk Podcast and at Command_Recording_Studios. We'll see you next time. Bye.